this could be a game changer of a tire. The new RT Pro. This is a pretty impressive tire. Hey guys, Walt Wagner here with TAV. Today what we're doing is something a little bit different. We're testing a few things and we're trying to get a few things ready for the upcoming year. We were working with Toyo past couple years on some tires when the RT Trail came out, and they had recently sent us a set of the new RT Pro. This is a pretty impressive tire. I really like the center tread on this, and the sidewall, as you can see, is very aggressive. It's kind of a blend. Their take on this was a true off-road tire, but it's very quiet and well handling on the road. As many of you know, the MT has been a long time favorite of mine, the Toyo Open Country MT in the 37 1250 17 size. So you've seen us run that a lot, but we were given the opportunity to test this tire, so that's what we're out here doing today. We have a local spot out here where we can test it in the sand. There's a lot of highway driving to get here, but we could test it in sand. We can test it in high speed, low speed crawling. We've got some coverage of us over here in the rocks, and we are actually putting the Ranger Goat back into our fleet. So as you know, we've sold the company Ram that we had, and we're putting the Ranger Goat back into our fleet for company vehicles, and we will be heavily testing some components, as you see with the dirt box overland bed that we're testing, and this tire, and with Method race wheels, we're still running with those. And we so far I'm very happy with this tire. This particular tire on this truck is the 37 1250 17 RT Pro by Toyo. It is a load rated E tire. So we are aired down to 10 PSI right now on all four corners. And we drove out here through some washboard stuff, and as you can see, this thing flexes out pretty good. We actually had to go down a little lower than what we typically do just to get it to be as soft as we wanted it, because this truck isn't extremely heavy. It's a Tacoma, so it's not overly heavy, but we wanted to get as much flexibility out of this tire as we could so we could side load it and really kind of see how the tire holds up. And you can see the scuffs all over. This was a brand new tire. I've got probably almost 1,000 miles on this tire right now before we were actually able to put it in the dirt. So here we are with a good fresh tire. Everything is wearing really nice and straight. Obviously, I mean, with only 1,000 miles, you better not see any wear patterns unless your alignment is out. But we started this off with a brand new steering rack. The entire steering on this truck is brand new. Alignment is dead on, and this truck tracks straight as an arrow down the highway and handles so nicely. It's very quiet. So I've been able to put it in a little bit of snow so far on the road for a short distance. It did well, but I want to do that. I want to get it into some snow, deep snow on the highway before there is no snow. So hopefully we'll be able to do a trip here soon. The RT Trail, I was able to do that, put it in a blizzard right away, and I got to see how that did in snow. Even though it is not a snow tire, this is intentionally built to be a true off-road, very tough tire. So far, I'm very happy with it. This could be a game changer of a tire because of the way the center tread is designed, the spacing in the tread, the heavy dutiness of the sidewall. It's a good blend. All right, so if you want to get a closer look here at the tread itself, if you're familiar with the original RT, you will know that there's far less siping, biting and breaking edges on each one of these blocks. These blocks are also spaced out a lot further throughout, not just on the shoulder, but down through the center of the tread as well. So with this tire, when you've got it aired down, if you can imagine the way it's sitting on this rock right now, all of these treads close like this, like a starfish almost, when it wraps around something, because you're putting pressure in one location. So the tire's flattening out. Well, if your tread is wide enough through each one of these blocks, it's still got a biting edge on it as it's closed up on itself. It's still got a good gap in here to where it can clean itself out if it's got snow or mud or anything in there. It allows suction to be released with a lot of the way the design of these tread lugs are. And the siping itself helps for road manners, braking and acceleration on the pavement, and on slick rock, say if you're in Moab or something like that. So the center of this tire has a far more aggressive profile to it than the original RT, but it is still quiet. If you were to drive on the Toyo mud terrain, you would notice a sound difference, but even still, I believe that the Toyo mud terrain is the quietest mud terrain that I've driven on, and the roundest tire. And that may sound strange, but this tire took very, very little wheel weights to actually balance this out. Our 40-inch mud terrain took 0 wheel weights. All 4 tires had 0 wheel weights. I didn't even get a chance to try that on this. Our guys just went ahead and balanced them anyway. So that's something I would actually like to try, is try a set of these on wheels without wheel weights, just to see how they do balance-wise. But so far, it's an incredible tire. When you move around here and you look at the thickness, this is far more aggressive than even the Toyo Open Country mud terrain. When you look at how far this sidewall lug comes down and how thick that actually is, typically the sidewall of your tire is the most fragile part of your tire and the most puncture prone area of your tire if you're scrubbing it on rocks and things like that, especially if your tire is wet. So it's nice to see that they've focused so much effort on building a very, very aggressive sidewall that you can truly use for traction, as you can see that we've done here. And this particular tire, kind of like I mentioned earlier, is somewhat of a hybrid tire. It's not an all-terrain tire. It's not a true mud terrain tire. It kind of falls in between, similar to the RT Pro. The all-terrain is like the Open Country AT3. That's a really good snow and highway tire, good for sand. That's one thing I'm excited to see about this. We actually did some sand climbing out here in some very soft, dry sand. And with this tire aired down, it doesn't dig like an aggressive mud terrain tire. It actually allows you to float on top of sand and pull rather than dig. So I really wanted to see that and see how this tire did with that. This wheel and tire weighs 107 pounds. We weighed it on a scale at the shop, and we're weighing everything that we're putting on this truck. So like the bed itself is about 700 pounds with a 24-gallon stainless water tank in it, all the drawers and cabinets and the boxes and everything. So we're getting true weights on this stuff. We will be playing with the leaf springs in the back a little bit. I don't think I'm actually going to change the spring rate that's on this. Shock valving seems to be doing pretty good. We may address some of that in the rear as well, but we're going to be adding a lot of weight to this truck in different ways. So stay tuned for a new color. As you can see, we pulled all the wrap off of this one. The goat's going to be at Overland Expo West, and with a whole new look and another mission in life. So stoked to be having this back. And if you want to see more on this, keep an eye on Instagram at TAVLLC, right here on YouTube, and check us out on our website, tavllc.com, where you can get any of this stuff. Give us a shout at the shop anytime you got any questions.